Hello everyone, my name is Roya and I am going to talk to you today about the books that I'm bringing on tour. So my band The Shrike is going on tour again this year, starting on October 19th and pretty much not coming back until Halloween. So it's slightly longer than our last tour, but it's pretty much gonna be the same as it was last time, with a show every single day except for like one, so it's going to be pretty intense. So I give a lot of thought to what books I choose to bring on tour, because the first band tour I ever went on was 3 weeks long, and guess how many books I finished during that 3 week tour? Two. Okay? And it wasn't because I was busy, because yes, I was very, very busy. I got gray hairs on that tour, but really, I never let that be an excuse for not reading. The reason that I didn't read very much on that tour was because I brought the wrong books. When you're on tour and you're working really hard, it's more important than ever to allow yourself to be a mood reader and kind of bring like a book in every genre pretty much, because you've got to break up the space operas and classics and crime novels with other things, so that not everything you're reading is just something really intense when you're just really stressed out overall. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to tell you what books I'm bringing on this tour. The first two books that I'm bringing on this tour are fairly obvious, because I have probably mentioned many, many times that I've been pretty much saving them for this tour, and those are The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson and The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. I have been saving both of these books for this tour because they are ginormous. They're at least 1,000 pages, and with how much driving and just overall like time we're gonna have, I figured that probably these books will last me the majority of the tour, if not the entire time. The next book that I plan to bring on tour is Hammer of the Gods, the biography of Led Zeppelin. I found this for really, really cheap at a used bookstore a little while ago. I recently hauled it like in the past couple months, and I thought this would be a really good one to bring on tour because my entire band is obsessed with Led Zeppelin. And as much as I like Led Zeppelin, I'm probably the least obsessed out of everyone, and I probably know the least about Led Zeppelin overall. But like all three of my bandmates are like obsessed. They love the crap out of Led Zeppelin. So I thought this would be a really fun book to read on tour, because what better thing to read on tour than a band biography. Also, my TBR challenge for the month, which you may or may not have seen in my October TBR video, is to read a nonfiction book. And when in that video I mentioned that I don't think I have any nonfiction books on my shelf, but the fact is that I actually just forgot about this one, because I actually had this one in my pile of books that I was taking on tour already. But so this actually does fit that challenge, so that is really cool. Next, I am going to bring Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton, and I have heard so many good things about this book, and I figure that I should bring at least one YA book on this tour, because that's typically not a genre that I take on tour because it is so short compared to other things. But I feel like I really do need to break up the long books with something else, so this seemed like the perfect one. Next, we have Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, and I actually just recently found this at the library for $1, and I had actually been considering possibly buying this book to bring on tour anyway, so it was such a serendipitous moment when I saw it for $1 at the library. I felt so lucky. So this is a fairly short book, which also makes it a really good one to break up the long books with, and it also sounds super, super good. It's a post-apocalyptic book about a traveling theater group, I think, and so many people have told me that this book is so, so good, so I'm definitely really excited to read it. And last but not least, we do have one more fantasy book, and that is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. So this is a fantasy book as well, but it's a little bit shorter, so it's only like 500 pages or less. So I'm definitely really excited to read this. Mel from Books with Wings just recently read it and said that it was really, really good, so I'm definitely really excited. So those are the books that I'm bringing on this tour. I will leave all the tour info down below so that you can see if we're coming to a town near you at all, and if we are, you should totally stop by and say hello. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!